What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Redline Reactions. I'm Evan, and today we are back with more Nightwish. That's right, we have Devil in the Deep Dark Ocean. Now, this song was requested by a lot of you in the comments, and who am I to say no to you? So I'm pretty fired up to see what they've got in store for us, so let's get right into it.
Okay, so we'll give you this nice little piece. It's called Devil and the Deep Dark Ocean.
Every time. And there she goes.
A snowy owl above the haunted waters. Poet of the ancient gods. Christ to tell the never-ending story. Prophecy of becoming floods. This kingdom, pulling on the marrow's world. Yes, I'm the liquid, giving power. The red iron blood.
Vigilant race of the blood red horror, the creator of infinite blue. Sell to masters this earth, carve it on a new fire and
Oh, I love this band so much. So after getting justifiably skewered in the comments last time because I completely just dropped the ball on naming the band members, I can now confidently say that the male singer is Marko. Hooray for me. But what a voice he has. I mean, this is gonna sound stupid, but whatever. So when I hear his voice, the things that I'm just going to tell you what I picture in my head. I picture the old man who would tell the children of like the town or the village, like these fantastical stories 1,000 years ago in that region. That's what I hear from Marko. And it's such an interesting sound too, because we must not forget he's playing an instrument too. So like Floor, and this is not taking anything away from her, but like she can ground herself. She can set her bass, widen her stance, create a foundation. She can do all of that, and she does. But Marko's playing an instrument, right? He's anchored to that, and it has a vastly different sort of rhythm and rhythmic task than his vocals, and he's still doing that. So I guess my question would be, like, has he always sounded like that? Because I know he's no longer with the band, which is, I mean, it's bumming me out, and I've barely scratched the surface, right? But has he always sounded like that, or did it like slowly progress? Let me know. But we're gonna go back just a little bit. Look at that crowd.
Right now, all rest is sweet. With me here in the day.
I prayed for pleasure, wish for love, prayed for love. Who the hell are you for me? An immortal dream to see. Leave me be, leave me be, leave me, leave me.
Wow, all of these.
From cradle to coffin, shall my wickedness be your passion?
Shall come to set the dolphins free.
So, I mean, as I've said before, one of my favorite things about Floor Jansen is her stage presence. And I think I've said it in every single video that I've done on Nightwish, but I haven't seen a performance where she doesn't look like she's having the time of her life. And but one of the things that I can't stop coming back to is and listen, maybe it's nothing, right? Because there is a way that maybe she can kind of reset it when no one else knows, but all of the headbanging, right, and all of the hair, things like that, that destabilizes the head and neck region, which obviously that's where your pharynx and your larynx and your mouth and tongue and jaw and sinuses, all that stuff is. And so she has to reset her whole postural chain before opening her mouth again, basically. Now, one of the ways that she might do that, because the easiest way I think to do that is to actually like make a noise, like sing a note. And I think that's, one of the benefits of having a microphone where you can step back from it and say whatever you want, make any noise, no one's going to hear. So that may be what she does. But I mean, she flips up sometimes in like a beat or two. There were a couple times, I think, in the last song that I did where she went from like that gravelly distorted sound all the way up to a clean vocal like that. And it's just a masterclass. What was my count at so far? I think I was at 2. Real ones, no. Also, I promise to never wink at the camera again. I felt as uncomfortable with that as you probably did. So we'll just move on. Oh. Oh.
Thank you so much. Wow.
No, thank you. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I got to go to one of their shows sometime. just outstanding. Um, yeah, they have this uncanny ability to be able to kind of take some of the like the subject matter, the theme of the song, the underlying message, whatever you want to call it, which I mean, I think we can say for the most part here is kind of darker, right? But then Floor puts these like upbeat, sort of like positive, moving tones on them, and it just kind of has you like hanging in the balance, like in between, in the best way. Yeah, this is great. This is great. So hold on. So what have I done now? I've done Ghost Love Score. I've done Story Time. Did Story Time with my son. Did Yours Is an Empty Hope, and I did the Epica song with Floor. I feel like I'm missing one. I can't remember. In any event, this was in Buenos Aires in 2018, and Marco left the band in 2021, I think. So what other? So I love like songs like this, beautiful vocals, hard riffs, and the back and forth was kind of fun. And I feel like someone's told me this in the comments before. A couple people were going after me for ignoring what people were telling me. There's a lot of information coming at me, right? I'm doing my best to kind of absorb all of it, but Floor takes up like 87, 88% of my brain right now. So cut me some slack. How common is like the back and forth between Marko and Floor, like to this extent? I'm sure like there's some songs where like he'll chime in a line or two. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like how split this was, because I really enjoyed that. And then also please remind me what was Floor's band before Nightwish. What genre was that? It was called. People have been saying like you need to do your research beforehand. I do my best. It was like after Forever or something like that. Please just remind me what those vocals were like, and if I need to be looking at some of those songs as well, or if that's something for later on and to just focus on Nightwish right now. In either case, tell me where to go next. All right, tell me where to go next. This is obviously a huge part of this channel now. I love it. You guys have, really committed to me, and I appreciate that a lot. I've been looking forward to doing this song because I knew that it would cause a big reaction with you guys. So please let me know where to go next, and we'll keep this. We'll keep the descent down the rabbit hole going. All right, but yeah, if you haven't already, please subscribe. I have a rapidly growing Nightwish playlist. Go and check that out. Check out some of the other stuff. And we have some really fun things coming up soon, not just reactions, but stuff that you guys are going to be involved in as well. So I'm really excited to tell you about that. It's just on the horizon. So subscribe, and you're not going to want to miss it. Have a good one, guys.